this is the first crop that they started with. I'm told we are likely to get 45, maybe if we are lucky, up to 50 bags per acre. Our pilot farms here, our pilot production, because as National Irrigation Authority, when we started, we also did piloting to see what seeds, what varieties will do well, was doing at 32 bags per acre. And not always, So the work that Twiga is doing here is perfect. I want to actually commend and thank His Excellency the President, because when we came with him here, he challenged me and told me that the least we can do, I'm sure we can manage some farming, some irrigation here, because we had water, the infrastructure was there. There were a few areas that it was not complete. We have tidied up that. There are a few other small challenges, but that has not stopped Twiga. Congratulations, Peter, well done, to actually take off. And from here, the 495 acres they are doing on maize at different stages. I think in the next maybe 6 weeks, we will be harvesting actually different farms of the 495 acres. They are going to take, Twiga will take 20,000 acres. We do have enough water. We have done our estimates. We have enough water to irrigate 10,000 acres here, more or less immediately. We will go back to drawing board because I've been advised that we need to do something about river pollution. So I'll also call upon Kenyans to understand when they pollute, it has a lot of what? E. coli. E. coli is, is not a good organ. And it's going to be disastrous. It can be disastrous. But that is a planning issue now. We are going to deal with that. The story for this farm is that we must now believe. And I, as the Minister for Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, I know I'm calling upon other. The good thing is that we are going to do a master plan. Because other than the 20,000 acres, and of course, Twiga is not limited to 20,000 because they are the original now in private investors that have taken the challenge. They are here on the farm. As we proceed to another maybe 300,000 acres, because we have 300,000 acres that are arable if we provide water, then we will do agri-park, an agri-park. But we have bigger plans, and my PS is here. We have plans of doing electricity generation. We have plans of doing fertilizer. We have plans of doing ranching, cow fattening, area so that we can thereafter, give them out for beef.
And one of the things I wanted to highlight is, one is to thank government for the partnership in this project. We feel that this would actually be transformational to the country. One thing that we want to highlight is that unlike other parts of the country, the maize crop takes 105 days here. So it means that with irrigation, you can actually do 3 crops a year, including a rotational crop. And when you take that into account and the high yield, then this has an opportunity of actually creating a huge transformation as far as maize is concerned. At 20,000 acres, we anticipate that we can get to as high as 2 million bags a year. And that starts now making a difference in terms of pricing. Our objective is to ensure that with this yield, we can then give back to society a lower price product that is of very, very high quality. So, and that's our strategic objective, and also want to thank the President for his vision in thinking about this project as a strategic bet in impacting maize prices across the country.
And we're working with about 15, the ones who have really shown a lot of interest. One of the things they've been asking for the type of soils, the soil structure, which actually the proof of concept which is currently being done here by the current developer, because actually he's actually trying to stress the soil structure and a number of things that the research that he's doing, because now has gone a long way towards proving the concept. So with that, it will be much easier for us to attract the investors. So we hope to start closing up with the investors very soon. I'm quite a number of them with the next 1 month. By the time you're having the bumper harvest, we'll have done their expression of interest or the PIP. Thank you.
So thanks. So what we are doing here, as I said earlier, we've set up a pilot phase of 495 acres. And the purpose of this pilot phase is for us to, in detail, interrogate and try out different factors of production to enable us develop a standard protocol which we will use in the bigger production phase of 10,000 and 20,000 acres later on. Now, to this end, we've subjected 4 different varieties to 3 different conditions. First one being different spacing, or higher spacing of 24,000 plants per hectare, 6,000 plants per hectare, and then finally the lowest, which is 54,000 plants per hectare. But secondly, again, we're subjecting these 4 varieties to 3 different fertilizer regimes or different fertilizer programs to see which, given the nature of the soil, the analysis we have done, the nutrient dynamics of this soil, which of this regime can work. And remember, to be able to develop the fertilizer regimes, we've carried out extensive soil analysis and study to look at the structure, look at the nutrient content, to look at the water retention capacity, organic matter content, among other things.